Greetings, YouTube. The doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. And we have got some super troubling news. It looks like Kabam is seriously thinking about nerfing Hercules. We're going to talk about this. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I have more news like this. All right, this comes from the forums today, and it was posted at 5:01 a.m., edited at 12:28 in general discussion by WM187. It says, "Hey, Kabam, MCOC, I just had to post this. I'm seeing tons of rumors on Reddit and global chat that Hercules is getting nerfed before 8.4 release. I'm a huge fan of Hercules, and his got me through all of story modes and highly anticipated 8.4 release. It will be a huge downfall on the MCOC economy if he does get nerfed, and I know there are tons of people who will post the nerf Hercules after this message. I just want to be clear from one of the Kabam mods. It said on the next live stream Twitch they will announce it. I want to show you what Kabam Miike said. This guy is off the chain. He needs to be reined in. Kabam, if you are listening, he needs to be reined in. This is ridiculous. And if you all are thinking about nerfing Hercules, you need to stop now. That is not good for the community. It is going to upset a lot of people. There are ways that you can work around him, and then you have, and this kind of talk, it really needs to be tamped down. So, Kabam Miike said, we do want to nerf Hercules, and there is no time limit on when that can happen. That said, we have no plans for that at this time. That's super contradictory. We do want to do it, and there's no time limit on when that can happen, but we're not going to do it at this time. What? We will continue to design around him for now or figure out solutions like we have for Magic and Quake, such as limiting his rarity or adding more nodes that negate immortality. So no, Herc is not getting nerfed yet. I'm going to highlight that stupid word that he used. Also, it would not be bad for the MCOC economy. It will only do good. That's a complete lie. That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. It's going to be bad for MCOC's bottom line is what will happen. Because people will have to spend, again, they've already nerfed all of our revives. And people are going to have to spend units on revives now. And this is really going to hurt free-to-play players as well. Pretty massively. And it looks like Kabam is really coming after free-to-play players, and they are actively adversarial against free-to-play players. And this is a active adversarial move on Kabam's part, or Kabam just might be out of line, and he may be speaking without speaking for the company. It's interesting that he comes out and he says something like this when he knows that this is super controversial, and then he closes the discussion down immediately. He was the last person to post here, and then it got closed because he knows, and Kabam knows, that this is going to cause massive controversy, and it's going to cost them business. It's really going to cost them business. If you don't want people to use Herc, don't give him out. You've given him out like candy since 2021. He came out 2021 before the rebalancing program, and we're going to look at that. He came out way before the rebalancing program. He came out the summer of 2021, and every year you guys have given out a yearly Nexus Selector crystal for 6 stars, where we could get Hercules out of that because we can pick 2021 and pick it. Why wouldn't people do that? Everybody's got one because you've done that. So, I don't want to hear any of this talk about this. Now, let's look at this. Here's the original post from the MCOC team in January 2022 about the rebalancing program. So let's talk about the rebalancing program and a new ability rating system coming soon. So Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Rating system. Future reworks. I want to see. There is one word I am looking for in here, and it is transparency. I know that they use that word. And they even talk about Hercules. I changed the Hercules to Kabam Miike because I don't want people to think that this is going to be arbitrary, and Hercules didn't really fit well where we had him. Their utility rating is definitely going to be a little bit of a judgment call, but the rest of our metrics are going to be based on data, not opinions. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. People automatically went after these guys for Hercules because they said in here, so let's see here. So they're giving us an example of the rebalancing system. Champion rebalancing will work in a 6-month cadence from the release of a new champion. 1/3 of that time will consist of that champion being in the hands of experienced players and will include back and forth feedback between the community and the development team. So we've seen this already. When they release a new champ, they reserve the right to change it anytime they want within the first 6 months of that champ being out. This change to balance also means that over time we will be bolstering and expanding our beta program to allow more summoners the opportunity to interact with new champion updates as much as possible. After release, a champion's live data will be reviewed for 3 months. This is not a new addition, but has only been done behind the scenes for the most part. After that, changes will be made off of the collected data and put on the beta server for further testing and feedback collection. Changes will live on the beta server for 2 months where they will be collecting player feedback at this time. The updated champion will then be released to the live game. So they give an example here of March, and then they're finalized by July. This is where the new rating system comes into play. Using these new ratings, we will compare live data of the characters to the original goals and ratings and needed balance the champion based on the differences between the new and old data. We believe this process is an improvement because it is more inclusive of the community than we have been in the past and takes away the mystery of will they or won't they of champions' balance changes. We conducted tuning in the past. The majority of negative feedback from the community was due to the fact that these tuning changes were conducted in a vacuum. Players had a hard time understanding what was overpowered and underpowered and had no input into what was changing. Now with the rating system, players will be able to better judge if a champion is in the right place and be able to give feedback along the way while updates are being made. This, if they were going to change Hercules, that should have happened through this one. This first came out. He was out way before this. Like I said, he came out, I believe, in July of 2021. So therefore, he came out, this was, I believe this was coming out in March of 22. This was March of 22. So that was 8 months before this even happened. You know, I'm sorry, but they shouldn't be touching him. There's no reason to touch him whatsoever at all. I'm very upset about this, and I really want everybody to understand this business right here, coming out of Kabam Miike's little fingers as he types on the keyboard. It's ridiculous, it's redunculous, it's stupid. And it does not fit. It does not fit with this rebalancing program that they announced in January 2022. It does not fit at all. At all. Just because, I mean, he has been out now for 2.5 years. And now they're talking about rebalancing him because they allowed everybody to get him, and they allowed everybody to ascend him. We know he's not going to be a 7-star. We know that's not going to happen. So just leave it at that. Do your little workarounds around immortality, and leave it at that. All right, that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.